Every once in a while I ride my bike over some really cool places, and this one's Peterson Park, which is pretty awesome. There's my baby. So anyhow, we're going to walk down here and go down by the lake. It's kind of a neat place. It's usually, today is a Tuesday in the afternoon, so even though kids are out of school, there's not a whole lot of kids here. In fact, I haven't seen one yet. They did close the boardwalk. So the last hurricane really damaged it, and apparently they either haven't got to it or they're not going to repair it. But Peterson Park, I think it's called Curtis Peterson Park in Lakeland. Look it up, Lakeland, Florida. It's really kind of a cool walk, cool park, nice place to walk. Quite a few shade trees and stuff. There's a nice lake over here, and usually every single time I come over here, I end up seeing a gator sunning himself on the bank because they love that heat after the cool water. Reptilians, they like them hot rocks. No, they come out in the banks though and just do a little sunbathing. See if we can find one. Yeah, there's hardly anybody here today. So you might hear a little traffic today. Sounds like they are working up there on the Polk Parkway. But this is our way to the bike path. It looks like we got some storms coming in, so I'm not gonna be out here too long. Still have the bike out. You know, she doesn't like rain. She starts to melt. Just kidding. I think the rider melts more than the bike. Bike just needs a really good cleaning once it gets caught in the rain. Let's see if there's anything we can see down here in the lake. Well, this is the little inlet. Well, there's something. Okay, that's 2 ducks and an egret. All right, let's see if we can see something down here. See some workers are taking care of the lawn really nice. They always make a beautiful job of it. Yeah, they closed the boardwalk, which really is terrible because it's really kind of cool. It's a Peterson Park boardwalk, and it is closed right now, and it's been closed since Hurricane Helene, I believe, the last one. Actually, it might have even been closed before that one. So yeah, it looks like they're not gonna be repairing it. But this is a cool little bridge. Sometimes I've seen gators here in the water, but usually they're on the banks. So you have to watch you don't walk up on them. They are rather skittish. Contrary to what people think, that they charge you and come after you, they really don't do that unless you get them cornered, or you get near their nest and get near their babies, and then you're going to have a whole different mad mama. Sometimes you can hear them in the brush. They have a real deep-throated sound, like "bow, bow, bow," and that's a gator call. You'll hear them. I know I'm not very good at impersonations. They just cut this grass, so chances are you're probably not going to see a gator, because usually that scares them away and scares them back in the water. They stay in the water for a while. But sometimes you can see the path of where they come out. Not seeing anything today, though. Those little short legs, you know, they kind of drag their belly on the bottom. And you can see the belly drag all the way up to where they're laying. And that's a gator path. Let me see if this is not this one. Nope. Nope, nothing there. There's a fallen tree limb. Another one. Had quite a bit of rain every day. Florida's notorious for that during the summertime. It gets really, really hot, and then it dumps a cloud on us. or many clouds, rains for a little while. Then it comes out sunny again, a lot cooler, probably 15, 20, 25 degrees cooler, and very humid. So it feels muggy, even though the temperature has dropped. Now, this looks like an overgrown one, but this would be a typical gator path, where they would climb up on that bank, and it looks like that one, they haven't used it much because the grass is still, there's new fresh sprouts coming up on the grass. Depends on how large the gator is. They could be 2 or 3 feet wide. Yep, not really seeing any activity today, folks. Anyhow, this is a really cool park. Check it out if you ever get a chance. Peterson Park in Lakeland, Florida. It's a very nice park to visit. It's a very quiet place, great place to have picnics. They got clean restrooms, nice anti-bug facilities you can rent or just reserve, I believe, for a big picnic group. But yeah, it's a very cool place. Got baseball fields here. A lot of the kids play their ball teams here. So yeah, check it out, Peterson Park, and I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye for now.